You know you gotta feel good when Catholic Smells is in the house. Hello, everybody. It's Friday. It's 4 p.m. in New York City. It is 9 p.m. in London, England, 1:30 a.m. in Mumbai, and 2:30 in dentist's office all around the world. And that means it's time for my boyfriend's favorite online trivia game that I host, One2Win Trivia. Hello, friends, one and all. I hope you're all doing well today. Today is Friday, September 9th, 2022. Hi, Anna. How are you? Incensed. I appreciate the little correction there. I'm Timothy Dunn, everyone's buddy. And listen, what if today was a chill day? You know what I mean? Like, some days we're all hyped up and ready to go. And then sometimes we just, want to take a nap and we're just kind of chill. That's okay. It's okay. Well, truth time, I actually had a really big comedy show in New York City last night, and I stayed out very late. And I screamed a bunch, and I jumped around on stage, and I roller skated. And it was pretty crazy, and I'm tired, y'all. Okay, fine, and since you're begging me, here's some pictures from the show, okay? Just take a look at some of these babies. Let me know what you think. Can you make out what's going on? The name of the show was Okoshi Benevident. We wore some wigs. I did some roller skating, That all looks pretty nice and normal and fun, right? Just look at things a normal man does. That's me. Well, the good news is I'm not the only not normal one here. Hi, and the great news is that in just a second, I'm going to be asking you 12 general knowledge trivia questions, and I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tap on the answer that you think is correct. If you tap wrong, no big deal, because you can change your answer within the 10-second window we give you. The gig is the more questions you get right and the faster you do it, the closer you will be to winning our top prize. And today we are playing for a prize pot of $50 dang, 25 smackaroos to our gold medalist, $15 for second place. And get this, if you come in third place, you get $10. Come on, these prizes are astronomical. Great prizes. Great prize amounts, you got to admit. For a game you can play for free, come on, you can't beat it. And remember, in this game, there are no eliminations and there is no penalty for guessing. So if you get a question wrong, just no big deal. Don't even worry, because you can just keep on playing. Okay? Time is of the essence here, because the prizes will be awarded to the players who get the most amount of questions right in the least amount of time. That makes sense, does it? Just Jack, just Tim. All right, and let me remind you all that if you do really well today and land yourself in the top 10 winners circle, you will be the proud new owner of some gorgeous new binoculars, babe. It's our first little power up, and boy, do they come in handy. Okay, the deal with the binoculars, you have to tap them on the screen during the game while a question is being asked, and it shows you what other players have guessed as the answer. It's like a poll of the audience, like a poll of the other players, take a peek, get it. And hey, if you have 10 binoculars, use it. You only use it once per game, though, so choose your question wisely. Don't forget to use them. Time to play. I'm actually not too tired. I just kind of lost my voice. That's the truth. And also, thank you to everyone who came last night. Thanks to everyone who said nice things about the show on twitter.com, where you can come and say more nice things about me whenever you want. That's the truth, okay? So let's get some good energy flowing in the chat today. Let's see some showbiz emojis in the chat. I'm talking about theater masks. I'm talking about dancers. I'm talking about roller skates. Because in my theater show last night, I wore 2 different kinds of roller skates. And that's the kind of guy that I am. You feeling good? I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. So here we go. Take a deep breath. Go with your gut. Change your answer if you need to within a 10-second window. And when you look at the time, it's already time for question 1. Here we go. Good luck, friends. Woohoo! Question 1. Before brushing your teeth, which of these do you normally squeeze onto the toothbrush? Is it tooth cut, tooth copy, or toothpaste? Choose carefully, tooth heads. There you go. That's time. Now, if you have a tooth cut, I think you better see your dentist, because that sounds pretty painful. And look, it's 2:30, a dentist's favorite time. So now is as good as any time than ever to go to the dentist. You know what I mean? Tooth copy isn't what we were looking for either. Come on, guys. Adults have 32 teeth in their mouths. Okay, do we really need extra copies? We're being a little greedy with the teeth. Okay? Well, let's hope then that you stuck with toothpaste. Toothpaste is the answer we're looking for. 67 of you knew the drill. The dentist drill, you know what I mean? Okay, let's move on to Q2. Q2, here we go. Q2. Which of these words isn't an anagram of a word in this question? Hits, exotic, sword. See, some of you folks asked for more puzzly kind of questions last week. And so, try this one on for size, babe. Okay, you know what an anagram is, right? It's like a letter jumble. When you jumble the letters in a word and it spells. Okay, great. Well, sword doesn't need much unraveling to give the word words. Get it? And hits, well, that's an anagram of this. Yes, exactly. This hits. You get it? So there are no letter X's at all in the question. So none of the words could possibly be rearranged to make the word exotic. So exotic is our winning word, and 55 one-to-winners are undefeated unscramblers. Nice one. There, 15 of you thought hits. That can actually be an anagram of several words, and I appreciate the humor involved in the people who chose that one. But let's move on, because we're all adults here, to Q3. Q3. In a song of the same name, what does Clarence Clearwater Revival want to keep on burning? Is it Fine Fiona, Proud Mary, or Sublime Susan? That's time right there. Ooh, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I always stumble over that band, but it's a great band. Now this song we're talking about here has been covered by tons of artists, notably Tina Turner. Ever heard of her? Tina Turner, the legend. Oh, I saw her in concert at Madison Square Garden. Legend. Fun fact though, CCR's lead singer John Fogerty wrote the song after being discharged from the National Guard. And that was the "Good Job in the City" that the song talks about. Isn't that kind of interesting? Okay, cool. What do they want to keep on burning in the song, though? That would be the riverboat Proud Mary. Proud Mary 69. Nice of you knew that one. And we're rolling. Come on, it's in the deep shoulder action. Rolling, yeah. Rolling onto Q3. Rolling onto Q3. Can you believe those bass notes? You're in a barbershop quartet. Holler at me. Let's run to Q4. Q4, here we go. Which of these kids' book characters is Curious George? A picture question. Don't you love these? You remember Curious George? I can sing the theme song to his cartoon from my childhood, but that's time right there. And will you look at this? It's another one-to-winner request. The scraggly dog in the top right is called Harry Mcclary, who's the central character in a series of books by New Zealander Linley Dodd. Now, how about this little guy in the bottom right there? Heard of him? Hey, that's Stuart Little. And while you may know him from movies and TV shows, he was a creation of Charlotte's Web author E.B. White. E.B. White, my God. E.B. White, all the way back in 1945. So it's between the two characters on the left. Now, together with the man in the yellow hat, or Ted Shackelford, if you're an OG like me, Curious George is an inquisitive little monkey. So there he is in the bottom left. That's the picture we wanted to pick. And guess what? 69. Nice. The one-to-winners definitely aren't going bananas. Not just yet, anyway. Okay. And by the way, the character in the top left is Moomin Troll from the Moomin books. You know, the Moomin books that we all know about and have always known about. No big deal. Enough of this monkey business. You know what I mean? Let's move on to Q5. Here we go. Q5. Q5, the new Netflix series, Fakes, centers on the production of which forged items? Is it $100 bills, artwork, or IDs? Okay, now listen. In our survey last week, someone asked for streaming shows in all caps. A little aggressive and a little, whatever, but that's fine. But so how can we not include this question? Here we go. Fakes is a 10-part young adult crime drama series starring Jennifer Tong from Grand Army and Amelia Baranak from To All the Boys I've Loved Before. As always, I won't say too much about the show. Spoilers, you know what I mean? But they all start off small, creating the odd forgery, just here and there as a fun thing, before they realize they're actually pretty good at making fake IDs. Ever heard of it? Ever had one? Me neither. That means ID is the correct answer. 42 one-to-winners managed to ID the right choice on this question. Ever heard of it? Now, 28 of you thought artworks. And that's what we like to call in the business a wrong guess. But no big deal, because Q6, okay. All of these numbers. Q6 is right around the corner. Here we go. Q6 in beauty. Which of these is a less painful alternative to waxing? Is it peppering, salting, sugaring? A less painful alternative to waxing. That's time right there. Now, it turns out there's another way to remove unwanted body hair, and it's actually pretty easy to do. I've never done it, but it's pretty, the internet's the beautiful thing. While you can get it done professionally, it's also possible to do it at home. But like anything, don't take my word for it. I'm not giving anyone advice. Talk to your own people about doing things, not me, okay? I'm just some guy on your computer screen asking you trivia questions. Okay, you make the paste of water, lemon juice, and sugar. You apply it to areas you want to remove hairs from, and you peel the paste off. Now, unlike with waxing, though, the mixture doesn't stick to the skin, making sugaring a far less painful way to remove unwanted body hair. Sugaring is the one we wanted. 62 of you were able to pull off another right answer. Sweet. Get it? Because of sugar? Okay. Now we're halfway through the game. 6 more questions to go. Let's go ahead with Q7, shouldn't we? Let's do it. I mean, that's what we're here for. Q7. This infamous commercial suggests that you wouldn't do what with a car? That download it, steal it, or neither of these? You wouldn't do what with a car? That's time right there. Well, it's swirling on the internet that the music for this ad was rather ironically, ding dong, pirated. It turns out this isn't actually true. People just confused the song with a similar ad played at a Dutch festival 2 years later. And you might have been online for a while. You might have seen a version of this ad that says you wouldn't download a car. But that's just a meme. In fact, the commercial says, among other things, that you wouldn't steal a car. If you tapped on download it, well, another one of what we call in the business a wrong answer. Steal it is what we are looking for right here. 26 one-to-winners got that right. And will you sound the bell? Will you ring the alarm? We have our first stumbler / stumpy of the day. Whoops. Have a nice fall. Whoops. We had a stumbler. But guess what? Like everything, we can right ourselves and we can move on to Q8. Let's go to Q8, okay? It's okay. We have stumblers sometimes. Q8. Which of these is not a current capital city? Is it Belize City, Guatemala City, or Panama City? Which of these is not a current capital city? That's time right there. Well, all of these cities exist. So the good news is, you all picked a city that's a real city, and they were all capital cities at some point too. So you're kind of killing it on this question already. Now, Panama's capital and its surrounding areas are home to about half of the country's population, and it's called Panama City. So that one's out. Sorry to everyone who guessed that. 8 of you guessed that. Sorry. Now, it's a similar story with Guatemala. Guatemala City is the biggest and most populous city in the country, and it's the capital too. 10 of you guessed Guatemala City, and I have news. You're wrong, but that's okay. And that leaves Belize. Now, its capital used to be Belize City until it was ravaged by a hurricane in 1961. A new capital was built 25 miles inland called Belmopan? I don't know. Figure it out. Google it. And that means that it's not Belize City, the capital, but what we're looking for was Belize City. 54 one-to-winners knew what I was talking about, and I couldn't believe it. It's unbelievable. Do you like the puns? All right, let's move on to Q9. We're having fun. We have fun, right? We all have fun. Here we go. Q9. Q9. In 2022, how did US and UK men rate their attractiveness out of 10 on average? 5.9, 6.9, or 7.9? How do they rate their attractiveness? Scale of 1 to 10. Just always say 10 if someone asks you, right? That's a good thing. Maybe it's just, Anyway, the British drugstore company Superdrug asked men on both sides of the pond various questions about their body positivity, and it produced some pretty interesting results, actually. For example, only 42% of men said they were happy with the way they looked, and their average perceived ideal height was 6 feet, and their average actual height was 2 inches shorter. I'm 5'10", so that about pans out for me. No big deal. I like being 5'10". But how did they rate themselves in terms of attractiveness, though? With 10 being the best, men rated themselves on average a 5.9. 5.9 is the answer, and that was 10 out of 10 quizzing from a measly 28 of you, which means we got our second Stumbler Stumpy of the day, children. Congratulations. We arrived. This was a tough one. There's no way you'd know this. This was like a purely guesswork one. You know what I mean? Unless you like study how people think about their own attractiveness in other countries. So, but you know, guess what? Q10's here. We're in the double digits. So life goes on and we're having fun. That's the name of the game. Q10. Here we go. Q10. Which of these terms doesn't refer to a type of manga? Is it doujinshi, hekiga, or otaku? Man, I have a tough time with words sometimes. Just simple reading, you know, so don't never feel bad about yourself. This is another one for our manga fans. We always have a lot of manga stuff. And I really, you know, I don't know much about it, but I like learning about it. How about that? Another requested one. Now let's begin with hekiga, which means dramatic pictures in Japanese. It's a term for mangas that adopt a more cinematic art style. So, you know, so to speak, cinematic like the movies. One way to identify hekiga mangas is by looking at how human faces are depicted. They'll tend to have more detailed individual figures. Okay, that moves on to doujinshi, is a term that literally means amateur publication. So that would include independent mangas that aren't usually part of a series, and more often than not, they're self-published as well. Do you know what I mean? That can only leave otaku, which is simply a Japanese word for somebody with a deep interest in something, usually manga, anime, or video games. It's not a type of manga, though. So otaku is the answer we were looking for here. Maybe 40 of you who got that right are otaku yourselves. Do you like how I use that in a sentence so seamlessly? It's almost like I'm a master of languages. I'm not. But that was a pretty good one. It was almost a stumbler. We're on the border. 32 got it wrong. 40 got it right. So straighten up. We have 2 questions left. It's time for Q11. Here we go. Q11. One of the first Rickrolls was disguised as a trailer for which video game? Call of Duty 4, Command and Conquer 3, or Grand Theft Auto 4? That's time right there. Oh, no, for this question, we've got to head to one of the more interesting parts of the internet. And you know I'm talking about 4chan, okay? Back in the 2000s, users would try to get others to click on a link by promising them that the link led to something interesting or fun, you know. But when they clicked on the link, they instead got a picture of a duck on wheels, okay? And just like that, duck rolling was born. It's like stupid pranks, you know what I mean? The duck rolling concept evolved into Rick rolling when a user posted a link on the video games part of the site, which they claimed led to a trailer for a hotly anticipated game. You can guess what happens next, right? Excited video game fans click the link, and what did they find? We're no strangers to love. And so do I. That's a pretty good Rick Ross. Not Rick Ross. Oh my God, Rick Astley. But what game were they hoping to find the trailer for? Well, it wouldn't be released for another year at the time. They were promised a trailer for Grand Theft Auto 4. GTA 4 is the answer. And 49 of you definitely didn't let me down on this one, right? And we've made it, everybody. Congratulations to everybody. I see some hearts and applauso in the chat, and I appreciate. How's everyone feeling? Let's do a group check-in. Let me know how you're feeling. Scale of 1 to 10, going into Q12. Scale of 1 to 10, how you feeling? Someone say 10, which is feeling great. Let's see how you're feeling. Do people listen to this? Maybe people just mute it. That's okay too. There you go. There's some 10s. Okay, great. Loose Noodle. Love it. Love the name. Oh, I see a thumbs down. More questions. Tim can sing. Oh, frankly, you just watch out there. You watch what you wish for. I mean, please don't twist my arm and make me do a whole singing game. Please, I would hate that. No, please stop. No, please stop. All right, let's move on to Q12 and finish this baby. Okay, here we go. Q12. Good luck, everybody. Which of these meteor showers peaks latest in 2022? Is it Geminids or Ionisdis or Perseidus? Okay, come on. Give me a break. I'm pretty tired, and words are pretty tough sometimes. All right, now meteor showers get their names from the star or constellation close to where the meteors seem to be coming from. Do you know what, like, okay? Now it may be the best known meteor shower of the year, but Perseids have the earliest peak of the three we gave you. If you looked up at the skies during their peak last month, you could have seen up to 100 meteors per hour shooting across the sky. Pretty cool, sky nerds, if you ask me. Now, well, NASA says that the Orionids are the prettiest meteor shower. There are just 25 measly meteors per hour. What are you supposed to wait around all freaking night for it? It's coming up the end of October, though, so keep your eyes peeled, everybody. However, listen up. If you are new to meteor showers, you should probably give the old Geminids a try, okay? Now, these meteors tend to be brighter and faster. Oh, and there can be up to 150 per hour at its peak, which is coming mid-December, a little early Christmas present from me to you. I orchestrated this. I'm the one to thank. And it makes the Geminids the latest to peak of the three of the year. And I'm over the moon for 19 of you that got this correct. I can't believe we're ending this game on our biggest stumbler of the day. But that's the way it works. Now is the time we get to guess how we did. We have 77 one2winners in the chat. How do you think you did? Someone's got to say number 1. Someone's got to say number 77. Or I'm just going to keep tossing my hair back and forth. 60, okay. I only missed 2. Not bad. That's great. Binoculars led me astray. See, that's the thing. You never. Number 2. Ooh, I like that. 69, probably nice. Whittle Monkey, Curious George, Snowden. What if that's Edward Snowden? Do you think it is? I would love that if it was. Type Edward Snowden, and if it's you, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, at 10. Great. Jesus said number 7. Okay. Well, let's go and just tell you who the real people who won the prizes are today. Okay. Congratulations to our top 3 winners today. In the first place, we have La Sheds, or LA Sheds, Los Angeles Sheds, servicing Los Angeles and the greater Los Angeles area's shed needs for backyards. Congratulations. You got 12 correct answers in 63.08 seconds. You're getting $25, BB. Congrats to you. Loose Noodle. Oh, I called you out. I gave you a little shine when I called you out. 12 correct answers in 66.74 seconds, bringing home $15 and the silver medal. And off the wall, coming in third, a bronze medalist with 12 correct answers in 68.06 seconds, taking home $10. Congrats, everybody. That's how we do it. Hope you had fun. I'm probably going to take a little nap, which is what I'm allowed to do because I'm a grown-up, and even grown-ups can nap whenever they want, you know? So I hope you all had fun today. And listen, if you had fun today, I have great news for you because we do this every single week right here, 4 p.m. Eastern time. You know, set your alarm, put it in your calendar. Why not? Like, come do trivia. Maybe you'll win some chump change for the weekend, you know? As always, I hope everyone had fun today. Maybe you cracked a smile or you had a little giggle at one of these funny little punnies. And if you did, I'm going to make a real challenge today. Go ahead and do something nice for someone else in your life because joy is not meant to be kept. Joy is meant to be shared. I've been Timothy Dunn this entire time. Come find me on the internet and say hello and tell me nice things if you want to. Otherwise, have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.